Well, we're coming towards the business end of the season, and in today's episode we could get to the Europa League final and potentially solidify ourselves nearer the top of the league. Welcome back, or welcome if you are new to this series. This is our 5-year rebuild of Manchester United, and today we've got matches against PSG and Manchester City. As we can see over here, we have dropped back a little bit since last episode. We drew 0-0 against Arsenal in the match in between last episode and this one. It does mean we're 5 points behind Manchester City, so now we need to beat them and hope that they drop some points if we're going to win the Premier League this season, which would be a very, very big turnaround, both to real life Manchester United and given the way this season started with that 6-0 loss to Manchester City. Focusing now though on the PSG match that is coming up first. This is the team we're going to be using. We've got Donnarumma, Aarons, Upamecano, Varane, Dalot in defence, Tonali, Ward-Prowse, Tielemans, Musiala, Sancho and Lewandowski is going to be our starting 11 today. We're kind of in a bit of a position where realistically, normally we'd want to be maybe resting players here because the next match up is of course against Manchester City and we want to be doing well in that. It's our rivals and it potentially could have some sort of impact on the Premier League, but it's also PSG and we want to get to the final of the Europa League. So we're having to put out a full strength side. If somehow we manage to go ahead by a couple of goals early on, then we could potentially think about rotating the players that we can rotate. But for the moment, it's all focus on this. Suarez in this PSG team, obviously a free agent at the moment in real life. Mbappe taking a shot there. That was a bit of a weird start for PSG. It's a shot, it's a wide shot. It's a weird start to the highlights here. Dalot with a big throw into the box. Knew that was coming. The man's throwing ability is really, really good, which is why we've changed around that routine. Sancho over to Dalot now. And we are getting nearer to the box. Tielemans trying to pull off a Tonali from last episode. Not quite as effective though. Both those goals, if you haven't seen that, it's worth going back and watching it, the last episode, just for the 2 goals from Tonali against PSG. They were both brilliant screamers. Lewandowski there almost nicking back possession, but PSG apparently playing very tiki-taka football here through the centre, not really going out wide, and it's very 1-2-3 touch football at most. It's very quick passing. We are pressing them though, and this is becoming a very long highlight, which makes me think something is coming. That is normally the FM way. Suarez there passing it out wide back to Verratti. Neymar's in the middle as well, which is a little bit of a strange one. He's normally out on the wings, at least when we've been playing PSG, when I've had a look recently. And PSG now have a cross into the box to Mbappe. There is the thing that I thought was coming. He hits his 26th goal of the season, and it's now all square in this semi-final. 3-3 on aggregate after our win in the last episode, and now we are 1-0 down, of course. We have still got plenty of time to get back in it, but not if we give them the amount of space we have just given them for that goal. That is not going to be good enough this evening. We're going to fire up the team. We're going to tell them to go out there and win this for our fans to get us to the final. Max Aarons there cutting out that pass. Musiala with a little bit of space out wide. It's a cross to the outside of the box behind Tonali though. Has to run and grab it before a PSG player gets there. Sancho now over to Dalot, and it's into Lewandowski. Lewandowski puts it in the back of the net, but it is going to go to VAR. And Philip, our resident little VAR man who lives in the referee's ear, they are consulting quickly, and the result is that the goal has been awarded. We are back on level terms and ahead overall on aggregate. It was a good build up to that goal. Great through ball there to Lewandowski for him to pounce on and get what's got to be about his 20th goal so far of the season. Again, I can't get over how good of a signing he was and how cheaply we got him in the January transfer window with his contract potentially coming to an end. He has come in and completely changed this team. PSG still threatening though, as we can see. Ball into Mbappe. That was not an Mbappe finish though, was it really? High and wide into the stands, but we will take that all day long. Neymar here taking the corner into Shaw, trying to score against his old club, of course, leaving in the January transfer window for £30 million to join PSG. where he seems to become a very regular starter in their side. He wasn't getting a look in at ours. I don't know what that says about the differences between the two teams, but he couldn't get a look in at Man United. He's a regular starter at PSG. You tell me down below in the comments what you think that means. I'm saying nothing. Cross into the box here for PSG. And once again, they're ahead in this tie and back on level terms with us overall. It's 4-4 now on aggregate. 2-1 on the evening. And once again, we've let them in a little bit easy there. It seems that playing away in Paris in front of their fans has been very, very effective for them. They are definitely more in this tie than they were in the first one. We're just going to encourage everyone here. We're just encourage everyone, let them know, just go out, do your stuff, get us a goal back. We just need one. A draw here tonight will do. We basically need to do anything but lose. We'll just tell Ward-Prowse to ease off the tackles there as we come back for a PSG free kick. Tonali clearing the ball long there. It's not going to get to Lewandowski, but it is just a big oof away from goal. And PSG once again on the ball and threatening this evening. It's getting a little bit concerning. Out wide to Shaw there, who I'm sure would love to either get an assist or a goal or something in the way of a contribution against his old club. I'm sure he feels very hard done by that we sold him after service to Manchester United, but he just wasn't going to fit in this season. Lewandowski nodding that goal kick down to Sancho. It's been played all the way back to Donnarumma, who again launches it forward. I would imagine in search of Lewandowski. He's found Ward-Prowse. That one's saved. It's pinballed out back to Tonali. Again, searching for Lewandowski, not finding him. And that is going to be the end of that replay. Do we need to think about making substitutions? I'm aware we're in the middle of a highlight. I know that's sacrilege. But we're going to take off Musiala. I feel like we've got to bring on Ronaldo. Maybe just for that little bit more of attacking threat. Not that Musiala isn't good, but his finishing obviously not on par with Ronaldo's. Ward-Prowse is looking tired, but I think we leave him on until we absolutely look like we need to change him, if only just for his set-piece delivery in this tie. That could be all-important. Ball cleared there, and Tjelsman now bringing it forward. Big ball pumped forward again for Lewandowski, who's nicked it off of Sergio Ramos. He's down, through on goal, and it is saved. It's going to go out for a corner. Ward-Prowse will be the man to take it. That set-piece delivery I said about, we're not going to get to see there because that's the end of the highlight. I thought we'd get something off of that one, but apparently not. Now we do look like we're going to need to make substitutions. Sancho, I think, we take him off. We'll bring on Justin Kluivert there. We can make one more substitution in a minute. It's going to have to be Ward-Prowse, I think. Dalot here with a throw in now. Back to Varane. Over to Dalot. Can we get a ball forward? We can to Kluivert, the fresh man on the field. Inside to Tjelsman now. Over to Tonali. Can we get something here quickly? Ronaldo, Aaron's into Lewandowski. That one's cleared. It is only going to be as far as Varane though. So we can go again here. Time is running out though. We don't really want this to run to extra time. Not with a match against Manchester City coming up. Another shot is saved and cleared. Upamecano there has just stopped that attack. I thought we were going to see a red card there, just because it was stopping him going through, but instead it is yellow. We can edit here, and we're going to take off Ward-Prowse, bring on Fernandes. We'll play them that way round. Tjelsman moving over to the box-to-box midfielder role, and Fernandes moving over to the central midfielder role on the right-hand side. Hopefully he can make some sort of contribution. We encourage the team a little bit here. This could be one of the last highlights. Donnarumma forward to Fernandes. That one's been cleared, and now PSG on the attack. Mbappe through on goal. Oh, he saved it. Did he save it, or did Mbappe completely miss it? Mbappe completely missed apparently, because it's a goal kick. I thought it had been saved, but actually turns out Mbappe's finishing was just poor. Upamecano over to Ronaldo now. One last attack for us. Ronaldo back on the ball. Can we get a cross into the box? We can't on that occasion. Aaron to Tjelsman. Ronaldo again. Tjelsman again. Fernandes with a big shot from outside the area. It goes out for a corner, and Fernandes is now down on the edge of the area. We've obviously just put him on. We've used all of our substitutions unless we go to extra time. which it does look like it's going that way, but Fernandez is going to be led off of the field, just adding to our injury woes that we're having currently. Dalot here going to be taking a throw in, I'd imagine. His big long throw, can that make a contribution here? Into Varane, it's nodded back out to Dalot. Fernandez seems to be on the field and fine again. Fernandez trying to get on the end of that one. It's been cleared as far as Mbappe, and now PSG on the attack. This highlight is going on a bit. It's going to be the last one. Is something going to happen? Mbappe now, he's tried to pass that one forward. He hasn't managed it. It's been cleared, and now we go to extra time. Let's pump our fists. Don't let this slip away from us. Let's get it done in extra time. Let's get to the final. This is a trophy we could win, but we're going to need something big here, and that is not what we need. Is that an own goal as well? It isn't. It is a Cardi. What's happening here is we're appealing for offside. Let's see what the referee has to say about that. The goal has been disallowed. We've been let off there. It's back to 4-4. It was very, very tight. We've just managed to get through that by the skin of our teeth. Ball played to Sergio Ramos short there. Once again, PSG on the ball. Should we be making another substitution here? Possibly, but I think we've got to leave that now until the second half. And we'll give them a full 15 minutes there, fresh as a daisy, hopefully to come on and make some sort of contribution. Ball playing all around the park here by PSG. They are literally running circles around here. Varane nodding that one back to Donnarumma, who's going to kick that one way up the pitch to Lewandowski. Nods it down in front of Kluivert. Kluivert through on goal. Kluivert scores! And we are now ahead in this tie. Beautiful counter-attack. Great header there by Lewandowski. Perfectly placed into the path of Kluivert. Look at that ball forward. Pinpoint accuracy to Lewandowski and pinpoint accuracy with that header, and absolutely brilliant composure by Kluivert there to see that one into the back of the net. And now we need to see out the rest of this tie, and that could be easier said than done. Tielemans clearing that one long in the path of Lewandowski, but it is cut out easy by PSG, and now they're going to come forward. This is knackering. Ronaldo now back to Aaron's, place 1-2 there between them. Once again, we're trying to play that in front of Lewandowski, who is at this point looking absolutely shattered, and we're gonna have to take him off in a second. I think we might not even be able to wait until the to the second half. And Tonali has just brought someone down in the box. That is not what we want. It's going to VAR for a penalty. We're gonna take Lewandowski off now. We'll put Ronaldo over on that side, and we'll bring on Rodrigo on this side, and hopefully that makes some difference. It's not great losing Lewandowski either, given that obviously he's got 20 attributes for penalty taking, so we'd kind of want him for a penalty shootout, but instead it's a penalty for PSG. I thought Donnarumma was going to go and save that one. He hasn't managed to do it. Once again, PSG are ahead. Defensively, we've not been great this evening. We are playing, obviously, a top-tier team. I know they play in the French league, and that sometimes is looked at as a little bit, you know, it's the French league. There's not exactly a lot of competition in it, but that front three alone is scary. The fact they've just taken off, did they take off Suarez and bring on Icardi? Because that's ridiculous in itself. Neymar up there. No Messi. I haven't actually noticed Messi this evening. We are going to go to a penalty shootout here. That was a very quick second half with very little happening. We are going to go... Who should we go then? So we'll put Fernandez first. Ronaldo. Tielemans' penalty taking is quite good. And then it's Tonali. Rodrigo. I guess that's kind of what we have to go with. Team talk. Good luck out there. We're going to need it. And now we have to watch the absolute painfulness of penalties. Fernandez going to be the first man stepping up to take his. He does get it. Bottom right hand corner. It's a nicely taken penalty that does put us ahead now. PSG and Icardi stepping up for their first one. He skied it. I thought that was a save originally, but it's not. He's just absolutely skied it. Ronaldo now stepping up for his penalty, and of course Ronaldo puts it away. Have you ever seen Ronaldo miss a penalty? Yes, but we ignore that. Neymar now. Hydration all important here. Neymar stepping up. He has put his away. It does mean advantage Man United now, though, after 2 rounds of penalties. Can we keep this up? Telsman stepping up to take his kick. He's put it away. Goalkeeper went the right way, but hasn't managed to get to it. And now Sergio Ramos stepping up for PSG's 3rd penalty. He's converted it as well. Still advantage us, though, for the moment. We just need to keep scoring. Tonali, the man who gave away the penalty, which has resulted in this penalty shootout, going to step up for his. And again, it is converted. Has every single one of them been over to the right so far? I think it has. If PSG missed this one, of course, then our last penalty taker, Rodrigo, doesn't even have to step up for his. It's Verratti's going to step up. Donnarumma, his old teammate, going to be the man trying to stop him from advancing to the final. Not going to be that penalty. Now it's down to us to score ours. Lots and lots of pressure on the young lad here. Rodrigo making the long... I was about to say making the long run to the penalty spot. And then he kind of started running and then went back again and then decided he was going to go. I thought he chickened out then. Rodrigo has put it away, and Manchester United have beaten PSG on penalties and will be in the Europa League final in potentially our 2nd piece of silverware of the season. We could still win the Premier League. We could still get to the FA Cup. But for now, we at least know we're going to be in another final against AC Milan. We have so many tired players after that. That is absolutely ridiculous. And now we're 3 days away. We've got to go play Manchester City. And, well, this is going to be the lineup for that match, unless I can change Williams here, which I don't think I can. No, I literally have no one I can bring on. So we've got Donnarumma in goal, Williams, Kaki, Varane and Aarons as our back 4. McTominay, Ward-Prowse and Fernandes in midfield. Rodrigo, Kluivert and Cristiano Ronaldo up front. As we can see, Varane really shouldn't be playing. Neither should Ward-Prowse. Lewandowski is absolutely knackered. Upamecano, Rashford, Telles, Luke Thomas. Our injury list and players that just basically need a little bit of a rest is getting longer and longer. And if we don't win today, then realistically our actual Premier League challenge is over. There's no way we come back from it in the games that remain. We have to win here today, or we just basically admit defeat in the challenge for the Premier League, which, you know, not ideal, but realistically we weren't expecting to win the Premier League this season. It's a 5-year rebuild. I'm confident, having a look at how this season's gone, we can win it eventually, but I think it's going to be difficult to do this season. We need a little bit more squad depth as well. This is highlighting the fact that some of those players that are out on loan this season need to stay with us next season, because we are in dire need of a squad depth. I'm thinking the likes of like your Hannibal that's out on loan. I've been watching him. He's been doing really, really well. De Bruyne with a free kick here, saved by Donnarumma. Beautiful save, but it is going to result in a corner now. That's probably equally as dangerous. McTominay suffered an injury as well, should be able to play through it. The team is falling apart, absolutely falling apart. Ronaldo there has regained possession though, and he is on the run. It is a tackle there by Walker, knocking that one out for a throw-in though. Aarons has now got a yellow card as well. Our team looks absolutely shattered. It really does. That match against PSG has not exactly helped fitness. This seems familiar. When we were doing all right against Manchester City in the 2nd episode of this series, which if you've watched from the start, you'll know we got battered. That's pretty similar to what was happening. We were doing all right, and then we kind of gave away penalties. We kind of started collapsing. Haaland, the man, stepping up here. Donnarumma saved it, possibly keeping our Champions League, Premier League hopes alive there, single-handedly. I was saying that obviously last time that sort of thing happened, we started losing, we got battered. That one, though, that one, it hasn't happened this time. I'm astounded by that. Donnarumma just saving that one, just absolutely noping Haaland there. And Manchester City making 2 substitutions at half-time to try and change the tide of this match. Max Aaron's looking tired now. I've got no one to bring on at left-back. Literally no one. Both Teles and... who's the other one? Luke Thomas are both injured at the moment. Dalot we can play over there, but he's suspended for this match. All in all, that left-back position is proper doing me in. Rodrigo bringing the ball forward, holding it up long enough to play it back to Williams. Williams now back to Kaiki. What a match. We need you as a rotation player, mate. Could you possibly play against Manchester City? Donnarumma was miles off his line there. Ward-Prowse back over to Williams. We're keeping possession well here. Williams into Ronaldo. Ronaldo going to get his head to it. But all in all, it's a pretty rubbish shot. It's gone wide. It was pretty soft if it even had been on target. Not really what you'd expect from Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't want to bring on Lewandowski ideally, but I'm obviously going to have to if we start losing or if we don't start winning soon. If Manchester City there once again with another shot just warning us that they are going to score at some point, and we probably need to score first and change the tide before that happens. Every highlight, they are threatening. Big ball forward there, and he's completely on his own. Donnarumma once again saving us. De Gea in real life vibes here of us not doing very well and being saved by our goalkeeper. De Bruyne, that one's been cleared. Can we drop back and get it? We can. Ronaldo has managed to keep hold of possession. Kluivert now bringing the ball forward back to Ronaldo. They're getting boxed in though. Fernandes out wide to Aaron's in a bit of space. Playing that one forward in front of Rodrigo. Back into the box for Kluivert. Doesn't quite reach him. And now it is cleared by the Manchester City defence. Ronaldo is looking pretty naff. Let's be honest here. Lewandowski, we're going to have to bring him on. Fernandes is on a 6 rating. You just need to get in the bin, really, don't you? We're going to bring on Telsman for him. Hopefully that makes some sort of difference. You're playing Manchester City and you're getting a 6 rating. You're meant to be the second most influential player at the club according to Fm22 and my dynamics, and you're doing stuff like that. Christensen has just got a yellow card though, which is going to be a free kick for us. Ward-Prowse, the man taking it. It's from range. It's in the back of the net though. What a goal. What a time to score it. Beautiful stuff. And now we're once again in a position like we were against PSG. Can we hold the lead? Because if we can, we are still within a whiskers shout of actually winning the Premier League. But if we collapse here, and there are some tired legs after that match against PSG. There really are. Rodrigo over to Williams here. If we can get a second, that would be amazing. Williams is tackled by Foden though. And now Manchester City going to try and launch a counter-attack. Haaland holding it up really, really well now. I'll give him that. Out wide to Foden again. Lots of energetic players on the field for Manchester City. Unlike us who are starting to walk around a little bit like zombies on the pitch. Grealish into Haaland. Once again, an amazing save by Donnarumma. We've got one more substitution to make. I'm not sure where we make it. It probably, realistically, should be one of our 2 centre-backs. Or not 2 of it, should be Varane or Aaron's. But Aaron's we can't do. So I think in a second at the end of this highlight, Varane's going to have to be substituted. Manchester City, once again, just holding the ball. They're not even worried. This is the thing. They're losing 1-0 and they're like, we are going to score. De Bruyne now. Donnarumma once again there to claim the ball. We're going to make that substitution now. He has been absolutely 100% man of the match. 100% man of the match. There is no question here. If we win the Premier League now, it will be because of his performance in this match. Aaron's with a throw-in. Take your time, lad. Aaron's over to McTominay. To Telsman now. Massive ball forward for Rodrigo, but he has got on the end of it. And now can he cross it into the box to Lewandowski? He can. And Lewandowski converts it. We are going to VAR. If we award this goal, we've won it. If this goal is awarded, we've won today's match. We've got revenge on Manchester City. The goal is awarded. We've won. There's like 2 minutes left on the clock. Look at that. Big ball forward to Rodrigo, but it's come off really nicely. He's just chosen his spot. taken enough time to see where Lewandowski is, and Lewandowski is an absolute poacher in front of goal. If you give him a ball in that area, he is putting it in the back of the net. He has proven that this season. We encourage the team. We've got to full time. It's a 2-0 win against our rivals. We've managed to beat PSG in this episode. It has been a very, very good episode. And as we can see, that now puts us with 4 games to go, 2 points behind Manchester City. They have still got to play. Let's have a look. They've got to play Brentford, Leeds, Arsenal and Southampton. I think the best we can hope there is that Arsenal takes some points off of them. They're looking a bit frail though. They've lost to us. They just lost to Bayern Munich. Got knocked out the Champions League. They beat Fulham, obviously, but they drew at Brighton. They drew at Wolves. They drew at Everton. There has been some cracks in this. From our part, we have got 4 games left in the Premier League as well. Newcastle, Liverpool, Bournemouth and West Ham. I would argue we've got the harder run in here. Liverpool especially is going to be a hard match. We're going to come back in the next episode with all of these matches here. Now, realistically, assuming we're still in a shout, it's going to be a 3-match episode. We're going to have the FA Cup final against Everton. We're going to have the Europa League final against Milan. And then the final day of the Premier League against West Ham. Theoretically, if this all goes right, in the next episode, we'll still be in the shout for a quadruple this season. That would be a hell of a first season of a rebuild. Of course, if you have enjoyed today's episode and you're excited for that one, please do hit the like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're trying to hit 2,000 subscribers. We're about 400 or so off at the moment. So if you could help out with that goal, it would be really appreciated. And until next time, thank you for watching. Check out the video that's on the screen now. I will see you over for next one where hopefully we're winning 3 more trophies. Or at least a couple. See you there. Bye-bye.